So in the past 60 years, Grove Hall has gone through periods of prosperity, civil unrest, and real struggles, which leads us to where we are today and where we'll be going tomorrow.
Grove Hall is, I think, the epicenter of need in the city of Boston relative to the census tract data around poverty, around education, around all of those metrics. But I like to think we are definitely the most resilient.
When the community's down, people are down. I think for me, the community affects the way people act. You know, if the community is just blight and desolate and dirty and everything is just not good, people are not going to have no hope. They're not going to have no confidence. They're going to live how it is. They're going to, you know, if it's dirty, they're going to live dirty. If it's clean, they're going to live clean. If it's you know, prosperous, they're going to live prosperous. So I just think that however the community looks and it's shaping out, that's what's going to shape the kids coming up.
When a community like Grove Hall that has intergenerational poverty, crime, all of the negativity associated with a place like that neighborhood internalizes that, there's a sense of helplessness and hopelessness that no piling on services will cure. I think our history with dealing with poverty has shown that.
The hopelessness affects the community, I mean, greatly, because the hope, that is everything. Once you see them lose hope, that's when everything really bottoms out. Like, once they have nothing greater to believe in, once a man wakes up every day and he doesn't have that overall purpose to believe in and he just feels like he's here, it's almost like he has no purpose.
And we know that the people who are most likely to hurt people are hurt people. And we have a lot of hurt people who are walking around. I
mean, oftentimes when you're in the struggle, you think no one cares. And most of the people who's in the struggle with you, they don't care either because it feels like I'm struggling too. So it breeds a every man for himself mentality. So you just stop caring and you think no one else cares.
And the community at its best is a community where it's not only about me or I got mine, but understanding that I don't have mine until all of us have ours.
Now, if someone shows you they care first, you're more likely to show that you care back.
When those people in that community see themselves as people with strengths and assets, see a future with a different set of possibilities, and join hands with others who see the same things, then real change happens.
So we want to know you're willing to fight to stay in your home.
Yes. Yes.
And everyone else in here is willing to fight to stay in their homes. And guess what? We'll fight with you.
It would mean a lot for Grove Hall and any community for people to successfully own their homes because it builds confidence. People of color in the community need confidence. They need to see they need to see hope. And I think if Grove Hall, if they noticed Grove Hall was getting a serious push, and if there's something in it for them to embrace, to become one with, to want to volunteer with, to want to help with the uprising of it, then people will start to, you know, confidence, don't underestimate the power of confidence.
Like, we got so many stories and so many things to tell, so many issues we got to talk about, and really, we're just trying to get people to get with this positive movement, so.
And definitely, we're here to raise awareness of all the issues that we all face every day. And we're here to restore the strength and hope in our community and to, you know, when we was younger, we didn't have nothing to worry about. So let's bring that back in 2012. It's gonna be a good year, like they said, y'all.
What you see here is our brand new library. It's about 4 years old now, 4 years old now. We had a old, decrepit, fallen down library, and now we have a brand new state-of-the-art library that gets lots of use. The mark of a resilient community is definitely the ability for people to get educated and to build knowledge. The other thing that people don't realize about libraries in the city of Boston is that it is one of the only places in the city of Boston that it's free to use the internet. And in a day and age when we deal with the issue of the digital divide, it is very important that people have an opportunity to get online. Many jobs and many companies only allow you to put your information online. And that's how you get your job. So this is not only an educational institution, but it's an employment agency also.
Part of Grove Hall that's impressive to me is the library. And I mean, I feel that way because knowledge is survival, so this is where they keep all the knowledge at. So if you want to survive, this is where you need to be, so you can know what you need to know to get where you want to go. They redid it, so at this point, I mean, it looks like $1 million home. Staircasings is nice, computers, it's always in use. It's family friendly, it's quiet, it's a nice environment.
So I want you to save it, I want you to name it,
right,
and I want you to save it on desktop. Computer is the way of life now. It's going to continue to grow. And if we don't step up and be a part of it, we'll be left behind. What I see in terms of us having these classes here at 402B Blue Hill Avenue is an opportunity for this community and the people within this community to have access to something that they cannot afford, and it's free. I think that I'm a prime example of what you can do if you put your mind to it. There's always the opportunity to enhance what you have.
I'm 64 years old. I never learned anything about computer. I got a 9th grade education. There's nothing that I can't fix. There's nothing. I don't know, space shuttle, anything, I don't care. But I cannot work a computer, and I am starting to catch on. Well, it's very much, on my economy, it's very good that I don't have a free class to take and stuff like that.
There are a lot of resources that people probably don't know about yet, like the Roxbury Multi-Service Center. They just recently reopened up here on the corner of Quincy and Warren Street, and they provide job resources and clinics and job training sessions and things like that there. You have the Freedom House, you have Project Right, they're always guiding people to what's happening in the city and the city sources and things like that. The high schools have programs after school for adults, adult learning. We have the Roxbury Y over here that always has programs going on. And up in the Grove Hall Library, they have programs.
I got 4 kids. I try to bring them to as many functions as I can. Whatever I see, flyers, whatever, I just bring them everywhere because they're kids, you know. They actually love the zoo too, and it's so convenient. We can just walk up there. And with a lot of time with military benefits, so I get to bring them in for free and stuff.
The zoo, I think the zoo up here, Franklin Park Zoo, is great. I mean, it's great to have a zoo in the community. I love that. I've always loved that. To take my daughters to Franklin Park Zoo on a nice day, it's beautiful. We don't have to go far. It's right there. The zoo has been uplifted now. Anytime I can spend time with my daughters and them bonding and we're having a good time, that's what I live for. Those are the days that make me wanna keep doing what I'm doing, and it makes me feel good about life. It makes me appreciate life. The golf course, I love that too. That's great to have there. So I think that's something that's beautiful. Franklin Park right in the community, you can't beat that.
You know, Grove Hall is a beautiful place. Like when I was with Tony in Franklin Park, and I was just looking at all the trees and all the life that was going on, I was just like, what? This is here. Like I knew it was here, but it dawned on me that it was here. You know what I mean? That it's here out of all places. People from all over need to see that, to see this. What's going on, what we have here.
If you look around to your left and your right, there's nice houses both sides. It's a quiet street. You know what I'm saying? People just living, loving life. But because of the negative connotation that comes with living in this neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? All this type of stuff is ignored for reasons I don't understand. Look at this house, it's beautiful. Like, what the? Nice little vegetation around, you know what I'm saying? This is what the media needs to show. Nice houses don't only exist in Sudbury or Newton. Nice houses exist right here, right now, in my city, in my town.
I would still like to see a lot more home ownership opportunities. We've been the Neighborhood Development Corporation of Grove Hall. Our focus has always been on equity housing. This was a totally vacant and abandoned street. And you can see homes go all the way up. Every one of these are first-time home buyers. These are two-family homes and affordable homes, and it provides an opportunity for a first-time homeowner. This is our latest project. We literally took a whole block and we transformed it. This is a whole vacant block between Devon and Brunswick. And what you're looking at here is, you see the storefront here, and actually they're rented out. And here you have 6, believe it or not, townhouses, upstairs and downstairs. That's what you're looking at. This represents 10 families here that own. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you. Everything is doing well, thank you. Still holding up over here. That's it, huh? Get to do it. This represents 10 families that now, first-time home buyers that now own their own condominium. These are people that live in the community, wanted to stay in the community, have taken a sense of pride in ownership. And this is how we economically empower them.
So welcome to the C&S Tavern, everybody. One of the last standing bars in Roxbury. Okay. Now, without further ado, I want you guys to give a hand to Brad Barcher in session 450.
We're not just a bar, you know, we're not just a place where people just come and drink, because a lot of people that come in here don't drink alcohol. But I wanted to provide them with the live entertainment, because a lot of people can't get downtown to do that, or they don't have the money to do that, you know, but they want to hear live entertainment. They want to be able to talk to their politicians, you know, so you bring them here for that. This is a gathering place. You know, this is home for a lot of people, you know, and they come in here, and I want to make sure that they get everything that they deserve, just like everybody else has downtown. And it proves to people that, you know, Roxbury is not what the media says it is. You can come in here and have a great time, and a lot of bands love to come in here and play.
Next month, the date hasn't been set yet, but we have the city councilors coming in again for the 4th question and answer session. So please, if you have any concerns or any questions for your city councilors, you need to be here.
What we've done in the past is we've set up dates with the city councilors and those who wanted to be city councilors, and we set up the stage, the lights, the tables. We invite everybody to come in, and we basically have a Q&A. It's like, what do they call the town meeting? We have town meetings with them. They can ask anything they want to ask. Nothing is off limits.
For sure, to me, the #1 best asset in Grove Hall is the radio station. Touch 106, because that's the community, and that's the voice of Grove Hall.
It's Touch 106 TMS, the morning show, and I've got tickets, a couple of pair of tickets that I'm going to give away for the 2nd annual Stop the Violence fashion show. Touch 106.1 FM, the fabric of the black community, was launched because there was a need, there was a void. our community needed a voice. Touch is that platform where our community can come on the radio and talk about issues that are affecting them, talk about the needs and the wants. Having a voice, reaching out to the elected officials. You know, our community, our listeners are working 2 and 3 jobs. They don't have time to go downtown to the State House, but they can pick up the phone and you know, use their BlackBerry and call into the radio station and ask the city councilors, ask the state senators questions.